Are you recording right now?
I literally on that second fucking burp just hit the button.
Lovely.
So either it's gonna start right after that, or it's gonna be like burp start.
Lovely. So full
we found
disclosure.
we found another shitty video essayist.
Yeah. Tell me about it. His name is um Lucy Belmont, something by that name. What a fucking stupid name.
It's Lucky Bellman. Lucky Bellman.
Sounds like a fucking Castlevania fanfiction shit, dude, honestly.
Oh god, tell me about it.
Jim can't relate.
So full disclosure. It is currently 11:13 for me. I started this video at 1:33 p.m.
For me, it's a little past midnight because I just watched All Elite Wrestling's All Out 2022, and MJF came back, and I'm very happy. Spoiler in the future for this wrestling event that you're gonna hear spoilers about.
And it is the same time for me, and I just watched fucking the Halo Reborn trailer for like the 70th time, and I am fucking hyped for that shit.
What's
Nice.
Halo Reborn? I'm
So,
a dum-dum, I don't know.
I linked it in the chat.
Oh, I'll check
It's
it out.
basically a remake of the first game in
Oh.
Halo 3's engine. Yeah.
Oh, by who?
By a modder. By
that's cool.
Actually, I have
beans.
his name up. Let me get it right now.
So yeah, for you
what was
guys,
his name?
That's pretty cool beans, gotta say.
Yeah.
So yeah, for you guys, I started this project at 2:33 p.m. today for both
Alexis, that's his name.
Damn.
I had a small script. I kind of knew exactly what I wanted to say for this video essay beforehand and everything like that. It was a very small project. I did it mostly for me because I said it at the end of the video as well, but I know I want to do video essay content, but it's just always consistently a seemingly insurmountable task every time that I try. And so I kind of just took an idea that I had. Yeah, I took an idea that I had that I wanted to sort of get out. And so I made a video essay on it.
It's about Dante's Oedipus complex.
God.
Well, no, it's only an Oedipus complex if he actually fucks the mom clone.
Yeah, Dante doesn't have sex.
You can't have an Oedipus complex if you're a virgin.
This is true.
Take that, Reddit.
But if you guys don't have anything else you'd like to say, I guess I'll take it away then.
I don't know. I'm just here I'm just here to say funnies.
You'll have to bear with me though, because I was a little excited, so I got just a little indulgent with the intro. Truth be told, so you know.
Let me go ahead and ask: does this feature copyrighted music, or is this your music?
It features copyrighted music, yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to mute it. Tisk.
Correct. See, when we started talking, I was not aware that we were going to be recording.
Excuse these fucking S.E.E.S guys and their excuses. I could.
I would mute it in post because the music adds quite a lot. I'm just saying.
Always. Oh, well, I mean, I saw your thing that you sent us, so I mean, I know that.
Oh yeah, fair enough. All right, well, here we go.
Is it Guilty Gear music?
Shut up.
What this fighting game nerd?
I'm very happy to have you guys here watching this with me. I really appreciate it.
Me too. Problem. Also, Locher God, come on, S.E.E.S.
Yeah, Locher Virgil, S.E.E.S one.
Oh god.
Please tell me to kill myself.
Please call me.
I need it.
Please call me a handicapped R word.
Oh, what's that? You didn't like She-Hulk? Kill yourself. Get that ass banned.
Jim broke.
Please ban me on my own stream.
That's what happens when Locher God uses like 5% power.
Anyways, we should probably watch the video now.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
2,000 years ago. The Dark Knight Sparta
Long ago in a distant land.
went against his demon brethren and took up his sword for the sake of mankind, only for his son to develop feelings for a woman who looks just like his mother. Some call him gross, we call him based. That's my intro for your video. Wow, I can't believe Dante versus Blue Virgil in Devil May Cry 4 was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Virgil's already blue. What?
No. That's non-canon.
He's black.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why he's low tier. Because low tier Virgil, not because black people are low tier. That'd be horrible. Don't say that.
oh, look, there's the best character.
It's
Yes,
the best
indeed.
character. Wait, why didn't you make a video about this character, Luce? Come on. Come on, Lucky Bellman. Lucky Bellman. Whatever the fuck your name is.
Here it comes, the part where I come.
Oh.
Just wait.
I need you to spell out your use of that word in that sentence. Oh, I see. To be fair, Big Frog is a much better boss than Arkham.
Correct.
Like, much, much better.
In every way. The good stuff. No, I'm one of those people who actually enjoys Devil May Cry for an aspect that I personally think is very underappreciated. Its story. Now, I know what you're thinking. There are many people out there who believe that Devil May Cry's story is too campy and stupid and just outright bad. And I want to let you know that those people are stinky and mean and fuck you.
You're right.
Yes, I'm very much right.
Yeah.
This Lucky guy, I like him so far. He's pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will say, and it might just be how I have my stuff because my audio settings are kind of all over the place at the moment. Seems a bit quiet, which is a problem I had with a lot of my earlier shit because I had no volume is abstract, to put it simply.
Yeah, that's entirely fair.
Basically, all I do at this point is I just like listen to Mahler's most recent video, and I'm like, is that the volume? All right, cool, that's the volume.
That's an entirely fair thing to do. I tried my best to make the audio as balanced as possible, but also not being too terribly loud at all times.
For what it's worth,
Yeah.
I mean, the audio itself is clear and quite fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although,
And if it
unfortunately,
wants to be louder, or if I want it louder, I could just turn it up.
I need YouTube
it's
to.
true.
Well, I just wish YouTube would bring back the option to adjust the volume of your video by editing it in studio, because then I could make some of my older stuff at a normal volume and I'd be happy.
Yeah, I will say though, I was a little nervous while recording, and so because of that, you can occasionally just hear me clicking on my fucking mouse in the background. So
I mean,
that's
I hear
one
you
aspect that, yeah, that's something that I'll have to. I will have to get better about in the future.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Oh, good.
I believe that Devil May Cry's story is too campy and stupid and just outright bad. And I want to let you know that those people are stinky and mean and fuck you.
What a punk.
Yeah,
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the Devil May Cry series is batting about 2 for 5 on the amazing scale and 1 out of 5 on the pretty good scale, but could be better.
Yeah,
the other two are
accurate.
A little bit complicated, but that's a topic for another day.
That's a funny way of saying Devil May Cry 1 is terrible and Devil May Cry 2 is amazing.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. That statement doesn't make me want to fucking do a backflip off the Empire State.
Looky there. It's the watermark that someone put on the fucking cutscenes because they think they own Devil May Cry 2, I guess.
Oh fuck,
shit.
did I? No!
You missed the spot.
I forgot to cover the watermark!
You missed the spot. Oh,
yeah, I just want to say it right now. Stop fucking watermarking cutscenes. You don't own them. Just because it's on your channel doesn't mean you get to watermark that shit.
Yeah, like, my friend, you're uploading cutscenes so we can watch them, not so we can look at your fucking
Especially
channel
DMC2
icons.
cutscenes, you
Yeah.
fucking monster.
Fucking, like, MK Ice and Fire and that shit.
And I want to be very clear. I very much don't have any problems with this particular YouTuber. He's got some pretty nice videos, but don't.
Is that Random Black Gamer?
Yeah, that's Random Black Gamer.
Yeah, he's cool, but don't worry my fucking cutscenes, dude.
Yeah. That being said, thank you for the cutscenes.
any jokes we make like that are made in jest.
It's more of a general thing rather than a channel specific thing because lots of channels do it and it's stupid.
Absolutely. We're by no means just calling out this particular one, but also just like everybody stop watermarking cutscenes. Fuck you.
Those who don't, Base, love you, high five. I'll give you a shout out more before I'll give anyone else a shout out.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway.
There's a lot to love about this series, but personally I think the most powerful aspect of it is the main theme that permeates throughout the entire thing. The theme that no matter who you are or what you are, your heart and your soul will carry you through the end of the day and help you to overcome any challenge or tribulation you find yourself tasked with. And
Kingdom Hearts.
Even if you don't start with one, you can always have one. No one is below the ability to grow a heart. This is shown throughout the very impetus of the series with the eponymous Sparta, who we learn about in the very first game, in the very first scene.
I was about to ask why you're showing this, and I was like, oh wait, it's because that's the Sparta costume. I should have included a fart sound effect when it landed. Oh, it cut back to Dante.
Yeah, I had it fade from Sparta to Dante.
Oh, nice.
Wait, that's Sparta?
Yeah, that's what Sparta looks like. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's their poppy.
Prior to the
very weird costume.
Prior to the weird painting in DMC5 that we don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Sparta with long hair is a sin, and I will stand by this till the day that I die.
It was a good summation of the theme. I think I would just be careful about talking about theme because it's really, really subjective. But I mean, it's something that you can very easily back up. So I'm not really gonna, I don't think anyone's gonna give you shit over that read of the theme of DMC.
Yeah. In fairness, I probably could have included a few more clips where characters actually posit the theme, but I sort of made this video assuming that the people who watched it were Devil May Cry fans, and so like, if you're a fan of Devil May Cry, you know that that's the theme.
Most likely, yeah. Unless you think that Urizen and V are working together, in which case you might struggle a bit with that.
Yeah, you might struggle just a little bit.
Struggle a little more than just fucking video analysis. Game.
Lest anybody think otherwise, somebody out there actually thinks that. I'm not going to name them, but if you know who it is, you know who it is. They actually believe that.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't believe you talk about them like that. Disgusting.
Yes, quite. I was very proud of that edit, too. It's very simple, but... Mwah.
Oh, it even did a fade. That's cool. I didn't notice that part.
Pretty great. One hell of a message, I say. It's odd to find a game with such a positive message in this day and age, but here we are.
Yeah, really.
God, is it fucking wonderful. But
yeah, can I just say, like, real quick, how fucking awesome it is that goofy, wacky, wahoo Japanese video game is able to posit a positive theme and actually like support it pretty decently through the writing, whereas fucking Western games are like, this thing is bad, and these characters who do it, they're so bad. Don't be those. Be better. It's like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that anybody has to adhere to any kind of specific fucking like thing, and not everybody has to be positive, but I gotta say, with all of the fucking cynical ass stories that have come out lately, it's nice that Devil May Cry stands tall, head and shoulders above everybody else for being an extremely positive and uplifting story and theme. It's a nice breath of fresh air, especially considering the fact that Devil May Cry 5 still stuck to that. It could have easily come back very edgy and try hard, but it didn't. It stuck to what Devil May Cry is.
Dude, Virgil is like
DMC. You're saying DMC isn't the greatest thing ever made?
Oh no!
Yes, fuck you.
Oh no!
Why would you say that?
Because why would you say that? You fucking know why.
I suppose I will say.
I just busted your balls. It's all good.
That Virgil is kind of the edgiest character like of all time, but
Oh yeah.
There's I don't know, man. He's got the it factor. There's something about him that saves him from the ridicule of Edge.
His
Well,
motivation.
it's because well, it's because of the fact that the developers know when to go a little light with him and not to constantly have everything be fucking extremely. He has a lot of characters that do well to foil him, and he himself
That's
has his
true.
own moments of personality that show that he's not just a one-note bad guy.
I don't know. That reminded me. I was playing Persona 3 earlier, and I had Aigis go into Orgia mode, and she was like, "My motivation is now at maximum," and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's another thing."
I can't believe this fucking S.E.E.S guy is out here talking about Persona 3. What a fucking idiot.
Look, I've been playing through Persona 3 lately, and let me just say, it is some good, exquisite, quality rat.
It is.
It's fucking awesome.
I'm also preemptively cringing because I know there's a few times where I stumble and say words twice.
Oh, yeah,
how dare you.
unforgivable fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm the worst. These S.E.E.S guys.
Despite how
Fucking
much I love
shit.
the series, one aspect that I feel hasn't been explored nearly as much as it could is the relationship between the two main characters of the very first game of the
Agreed.
series, those being Dante and Trish. Their relationship starts out obviously within the first game, with Trish being a creation made by the Demon Emperor Mundus to look exactly like Dante's mother in an attempt to lure him to the island that he resides on.
That was a good little hit.
Thank you. I like making little picture edits like that. It's quite nice.
I need
It's
to
quite
do
fun.
more. I need to do more of them. I started doing a bunch more, and then I got kind of lazy about it.
Throughout the game, Trish follows Dante's exploits throughout the castle, basically seeing if she can gauge the power of him, and eventually, despite the fact that she was made to help Mundus kill Dante, she eventually ends up falling for him.
Does she literally fall for him, or?
It's pretty overt that she has feelings for him.
he said the S word.
Scum.
He even had the sh on it. Oh, here it comes. How long are you gonna keep on sapping?
It's so cheesy. I fucking love it.
See just how strong he is.
Amazing. Fucking amazing.
The first time that she actually sees just how strong he is in the Phantom fight, where he pretty definitively wins against a monster that she clearly thought would actually win.
I'm his son, Dante.
Sweet dreams.
And of course, the second time that she actually starts to be swayed by Dante is during the final Griffin fight, when Dante takes great issue with Mundus brutally slaughtering his own cohort, who was a very loyal servant to him even to the moment that he died.
Oh god, I forgot how weird the Griffin voice is in that game.
Yeah.
It's like a Courage the Cowardly Dog monster voice.
I almost feel like that was the intention.
Yeah, possibly. Return the slab. He's just doing God's work. Oh my god.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to replay this scene just so that people knew just how fucking brutal it was. Like he sounds genuinely terrified and in
Yeah,
pain.
he gets fucking like obliterated.
Yeah, literally dematerializes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, shit. I was gonna say a thing. That's kind of escaped me.
No problem. It could always come back.
Yeah, yeah. I would be careful about playing longer cutscenes or too many longer cutscenes.
Yeah, I mostly wanted to play them just so that the actual like lines and context could be had because I could describe it, but of course, the game itself is a much more impartial source.
Yeah, true.
And at the moment, I know for a fact I'm not even eligible for ads. So if it gets copyright claimed, then who fucking
No,
cares right now?
cutscenes shouldn't get copyright claimed unless it's like actually using like fucking Spider-Man Miles Morales has an opening where it plays some copyrighted music, and if you were to play that, then
Yeah.
it'd be like, hey, it's music, don't do that.
Yeah.
But
That's our music, not yours.
if it's like an actual video game OST playing during the game, then that shouldn't get you in any issues.
Sick.
You beat him. Maybe it was too easy for you.
Mundus. His heinous ways make me sick, killing even his own, like they were nothing.
You know what? I'm a dumbass. I didn't include the Dark Soul with Light line at any point in this video.
Oh,
You
wow. This guy made a Trish and Dante video essay without including that line.
Oh my god, I
include-
can't believe I forgot that!
You included
Wow.
DMC. You include DMC1 footage, and you don't include that.
Can't fucking believe it.
It's fucking DMC1, dude.
That's disgusting. I don't even. Nah. Show's over.
Nah,
Ending
Video's
recording.
over. Video's done.
I cannot believe this. I'm fucking pissed at myself.
I'm just disgusted.
I just wasn't fucking thinking about it because I thought like I had sort of gotten my point across with the cutscenes that I had included and everything like that, and I just didn't see the need to include the Dark Soul with Light scene. But fucking
didn't see the need for it. Wow.
I should have been the one to fill this video's Dark Soul with Light.
I should have filled.
Lord.
I should have filled my video with more content.
But if it's Mayo, it's I should have filled this video with more filler.
Oh,
I should have filled this video with more contradiction. No, he wouldn't do it with emotion. Be like,
Look.
I should have filled this video with more contradiction.
look, friend. You made it past the first sentence without us pausing, so I think you're already a step ahead of Mayo.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's kind of above that by default, but you know.
Yeah.
He's the one that took the life of my mother.
We've all seen the Elden Ring stream.
The fucking blank stare that she gives Dante when it zooms in is so
man.
fucking hilarious.
He's the one that took the life of my mother, my brother.
Oh gosh.
2001 game.
It's trying,
Love
damn it. It's trying.
My father was a man who fought for the rule.
We weren't quite there
Not
back
quite.
then.
In the name of my father, I will kill Mundus.
Lucas, yeah.
After this, Trish starts to be swayed, seemingly by Dante's
I
own
already
sense of
said
honor
that.
and righteousness. The final time is, of course, during the
That boss
where Trish
sucked.
tries to kill Dante
Doesn't fuck you.
alongside the weapon, but Dante ultimately comes out victorious and even saves Trish.
Ah!
It's not like I can just jump out of the way.
Imagine going out like the
Whenever
Captain
Trish
Marvel of
asks
the
Dante why
Illuminati.
it is that she
Oh god, yeah, fucking tell me about it. God, don't even remind me of that movie.
Whenever Trish asks Dante why it is that she even did so, he responds with this.
Oh, you said she, not he.
Yeah, I know. I said she. I fucking brain was going a million miles an hour.
No, that's something that like everyone does. Fucking Mahler, Mayo, doesn't matter. Everyone does it at some point.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll get better about it in the future. The fact that I even have this video up on my channel publicly is just
Hey,
I'm already pretty proud of myself.
hey, you're doing good.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Thank you.
Because you look like my mother.
Even if Dante himself knows that she's a demon, she still wears the face of his mother, a mother that he could never bring himself to kill, even in a figurative sense. And this slowly starts to sway Trish as well.
God fucking.
Don't come any closer, you devil! You may look like my mother, but you're nowhere close to her. You have no soul.
Oh,
Face, but you'll never have her fire.
Oh,
her fire.
until eventually things come to a head in the fight with Mundus and she ends up saving Dante, and of course, quote-unquote sacrificing herself in the process. This then allows Dante to unlock the power sealed within the Sparta sword, giving him the final edge he needs to defeat Mundus.
Oh man, could you imagine that fight in a remake where you like actually use Devil May Cry
God,
mechanics? Oh, it was
It's
so
just
good.
DMC5, but
It's pretty fucking great.
oh,
Of course, at
just
the end of the
DMC5
game,
with
Trish and
DMC1.
Dante have a
That'd be
small
so good.
exchange where they find out that Trish is doing something that only a human can do. Only something that someone with a heart can perform. She's crying, she loves, and of course the two escape, living quote-unquote happily ever after. Or do they? Throughout the series, they make it a point to show that Trish is at least implied to be attracted to Dante. Not necessarily as a familial love, but something greater. Of course, why wouldn't she be? She showed this pretty clearly back in Devil May Cry 1, but there's just one problem. They also showed throughout the series that Dante's feelings for Trish aren't exactly mutual. I don't doubt in the slightest that he actually loves her, but of course not romantically, because even if Trish is her own person, she still has the face of his mom. And of course, he can't love her like that.
Yeah, there's only so
Yeah.
much. There's only so much turning a girl around can do for a man, you know.
Yeah. It's still got the voice. It's
I
it's
mean-
also confirmed with 5 that she even has the voice of his mom as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
does.
mean, you could like put a bag over her head, but I mean,
You still gotta hear it.
You still gotta
Look,
hear it.
look, you
Yeah.
can tape a picture of Lady to the back of her head, but that can only get you so far, you know.
Oh God.
But of course not romantically, because even if Trish is her own person, she still has the face of his mom. And of course, he can't love her like that. And so this causes a few japes and snines throughout the series, as Trish laments the fact that she's unable to get with Dante.
That's music I can't use. Meh,
Correct. Apologies.
be fine. No stand back together.
I love how Lady just fucking leans in and takes off her glasses.
She's the memeiest.
We were just getting to the best part.
I didn't know you were into that kind of thing.
So, are we getting paid for this?
Don't worry. I'll pay you when we get back.
All right. Then let's blow this joint.
Let's
Well,
blow
at
this
least someone
popsicle
knows
stick.
how to get the girl.
Oh, that was in special edition.
Yeah.
Correct. That's still canon.
He agrees.
I don't know, is it? Special editions are weird.
They are, but they haven't been said to be non-canon, so I'm running with the assumption that they are, because
That's
they have
fair.
yet to be said whether or not they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shall never surrender.
There's not really actually much in the way of exploration.
Before you ask, yes, it is a black screen. I didn't really have any more like footage, and for some reason I just didn't feel right repeating footage that I already used or just using regular stock footage.
Oh, my friend, if
So
you're
I
gonna make
just-
longer videos, you gotta get used to repeating footage.
Yeah, I know, but for this one, since there's only a couple minutes left, I decided to rock with a black screen for now.
That's fair.
I just
That's
wanted
good.
to let you guys know that it wasn't like, that's actually what it is, so you guys don't think you're seeing things in the
Wait, is
video.
that the
fucked up.
remainder of the video is black screen, or?
Not quite.
Okay, good.
It's just going to be that way for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's fine.
Exploration between the dynamic between these two. I mean, it seems like a pretty decent basis for some great character work and conflict between the two. Trish loves Dante romantically because of, well, he's fucking Dante, but of course Trish can't. He still loves her, but there's
I don't know what the fuck I was smoking when I said that line, but my main point is that Dante couldn't love Trish the way she wanted. I mean, I think you're fairly clear about that.
I think the reason I put that there is because I'd said something wrong at the end of the line.
Gotcha.
romantically because of, well, he's fucking Dante, but of course Trish can't. He still loves her, but there's no way that he could love her in the way that she wants. Were I to see a Devil May Cry 6, this is definitely one of the things that I would want expanded upon and explored more thoroughly. The idea that these two care about each other, but have conflicting views on how much they care for one another.
Oh, I don't know how much you're gonna like my DMC6 pitch.
Oh, believe me, I already know a decent bit about it. It's just that if I had control over it, that's something that I would do a lot of.
Yeah, that's not even something I've thought to address, actually.
And hopefully it would in the end conclude with the fact that they both agree that they do love each other, just in different ways, and that Trish gets to be her own person and doesn't have to be bound to Dante, hopefully eventually going on to find someone else that she can love just the same, or not, depending on how things go. There's a lot of ways that I feel as if this dynamic can be explored, but unfortunately there's barely been
The anime was a perfect chance to explore these feelings that they have for one another, especially since it takes place directly after DMC1, but this never really gets brought up much. And trust
Fuck!
and trust me, the anime is a bag of worms on its own, on top of being disappointing me. Yeah.
Very much so. The anime was one of my biggest disappointments. It has so much potential, but God, did they not do the concept justice.
Yeah. For sure.
And the animation is also bland as fuck.
Yeah, it's weird to think the anime is the only direct sequel to DMC1. Like,
yeah.
Immediate
Damn.
sequel.
Yep. That's crazy.
That's weird.
any tapping into it at all. So I hope that Itsuno and his team give this particular pairing the space and dedication that it deserves. I know that this was a random video, and it probably came out of bumfuck nowhere if you were actually subscribed to me in any way, shape, or form, but it was basically my own way of trying to dabble into video essays and the like. I know that I want to make them, and I enjoy making them to an extent, but suppose I just wanted to test the waters and get one out there, so why not start with something that's a little more bite-sized instead of fucking massive. If you enjoyed this small video that was essentially just me rambling on to my microphone for about 7 fucking minutes, then I hope I'll see you around in the future. That's gonna be it for this one, though. Have a good day.
There's a couple bloopers at the very end.
Ooh, bloopers.
The final straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, was during the final Nightmare fight. Trish attempts to kill Nightmare alongside... Nightmare? She tries to kill Nightmare? What the fuck? Eventually, hopefully, coming into a... Hopefully? God fucking damn it, Luce.
So yeah, that was my first video essay. It was nothing special, but I'm proud of it all the same.
As you should be.
It was good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I would... It's not even the biggest deal in the world, but I would change the title to something more like when people see it, they'll be like, oh, this is talking about them. Because right now it's just kind of like, especially with the intro being a kind of cinematic-tism-y thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's hard to get that impression. I think a lot of what you did was more descriptive than anything, which is fine. But given that it's fairly short, it feels like too much of it was only descriptive. And then followed up by short analysis, followed by descriptiveness again. Rinse, repeat. That's only on an initial viewing. I couldn't really give you like a specific breakdown. Because I am also kind of tired. So this isn't gonna be the greatest feedback ever, but and I don't think that's even necessarily a negative on the video. It's just like something to keep in mind because it's something that I feel I did a lot of in DMC. My DMC5 video was describing it and then just kind of saying it's good or bad or determining if it's good or bad.
Okay.
But I was also talking about so fucking much, it was hard to even keep proper
it was
track.
5 hours long.
Yeah.
This is 13 minutes and 20 seconds. It's a lot more bite-sized. It's like a snack.
Demon Souls video is near 6 hours at the... I still haven't finished editing my audio, but yeah. It'll get there.
Yeah. I also think that I should have gone into a bit more detail about more suggestions at the end than just the few that I gave.
Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
say maybe ways to explore because I think the biggest issue with Dante and Trish is that they just think the story is with them is done and their dynamic is established and it's fine as is, which, fair enough. I get it to an extent, but
but yeah, I still think there's more that we can
yeah,
get out of both of these characters because I
I think
mean,
I think there's more they could do with Lady. Really, Trish and a lot of people, but Trish and Lady also is a
yeah, just Trish in general because she's
eh,
a character with a pretty like complicated background that I just don't feel has. I don't know. I just when I look at Trish, it just feels as if her story isn't actually concluded, even though they treat it as if it has been.
well, and even just like superficially, like she's just a fucking awesome character. Like you could very easily make her like like Kate Beckinsale in the Underworld movies, how she was like so big back in like the early and mid 2000s, like this iconic badass woman, killing
Yeah,
monsters and shit. Like you could very easily, kind of recreate that sort of aesthetic.
yeah. It's just I think there's just a lot there because as I said in the video, like they both very much care for each other and everything like that. It's just we haven't really gotten any kind of resolution on their feelings for one another and
Right.
how it is that they're gonna sort of deal with it going forward. Especially considering the fact that we've never gotten the intention that, or we've never gotten the impression that Luce, fucking
Loose?
that
Loose?
Trish had ever stopped feeling that way for Dante.
Yeah, for sure. Mm.
Um, so yeah, I want the series to
Mostly just because we haven't really gotten anything on her in general.
yeah. So I mostly just want the series to give Trish a bit more time in the spotlight and explore her and Dante's relationship and give it a much more satisfying conclusion than what we currently have. Because what we currently have is fine, but not necessarily as a conclusion.
It's very much fine.
Yeah, I got nothing to add. I'm more of a casual DMC fan.
You're good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
He called you Mayo earlier.
Shut
Called
the
me
fuck
Mayo.
up!
Oh man. This is
I
awkward.
Oh
can't be
god.
Mayo. I actually like Halo. What are you talking about?
You
Yeah,
can't.
that's fair. You can't be Mayo. You've got decent opinions.
Oh,
Yeah.
got him.
Woohoo!
Snap, crackle, and pop.
So,
I can't be Mayo. I actually like Ultra Kill. What are you talking about?
Oh,
oh snap!
I still need to play that.
As do I.
Do it. It's amazing.
So I've heard. Well, do you gentlemen have anything else that you'd like to say before concluding this lovely session?
I'm just playing Persona 3, man. I'm just vibing. Uh, no, I liked it. I think it was a good idea, a really good call to just start with something relatively simple.
Easy.
Yeah, not even necessarily simple, I guess. Just it was like 13 minutes with a fair amount
Yeah.
of cutscene, um, which was fine because it was good to back up what you were saying. And yeah, you can just work your way up from there. If you care to do the long stuff, you don't have to do the long stuff video essays.
I know. I just know I want to do video essays in general. I'm sort of the mindset where I just want to make my videos as long as they need to be rather than just striving for long videos as a whole because obviously
Yeah,
if I just strive for longer time code then I'm just going to stretch the videos out if I don't have anything of value to actually say.
yeah, that's something I learned with
Yeah.
my New Vegas DLC videos is like, because when I first started my Dead Money script, I had it at like fucking, it was like 14 parts or something, and then I cut it down. I cut it down to like 8, which I mean, shit, even that might have been dragging it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think that people's videos should just always be as, long and short as they need to be. And
Yeah.
thankfully enough, this one didn't need to be absurdly long, but I do think that I probably should have made it a bit longer than it currently is.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
never strain yourself, especially in the midst of life circumstances, because I tried to make that fucking DMC5 video in the middle of a move across the country.
Yeah,
And,
it stressed you the fuck out.
well, not even just that, but like, I am proud of the video, but also like it's got issues, especially with audio. The audio quality changes like twice. Like it starts out one way, goes to another way real quickly because that was like right before I moved, and then it finally, or no, it starts out right before I moved, then goes on to right after I moved when I wasn't fully set up, and then goes to me being fully set up, but still also not having the best grasp of how to make good sound. So it was kind of a mess. It still came. I mean, it's like audible. It's fine, but could be better for sure.
Yep.
But hey, Demon Souls audio has been pretty consistent. I'm quite happy with how the sound for that's turned out. It's consistent with my New Vegas DLC audio since like halfway through the Dead Money stuff, so that makes me happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but yeah, I guess people listening will be like, "Whoa, Logan Demon Souls, so more loose content. Oh, he's gonna give you that Dragon's Dogma anime review. Let me tell you."
Possibly, if I can ever actually motivate myself to fucking watch it again, because I don't remember it enough to
use
make another video off the top of my head. I
use
just know it was terrible.
use Orgia mode so you can. Oh fuck! I died. Oh, that sucks.
Well, shit.
I'll tell you, man.
Yeah.
P3 hard mode. You don't even have to fuck up. If you just leave yourself open at any point, it's like, oh, GG.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really know what's coming down the pipeline for me personally. I just know that whatever it is, hopefully I enjoy making it, and hopefully I entertain people along the way, while
That
also
is
trying to be at least a little bit insightful.
that is the most important thing. Don't make videos you don't make videos you're not excited to work on.
Yeah, and also, if you're gonna make a video on a game, then make sure it's a game you like, and also make sure that
Or
you
one
don't
you
play a
really,
game.
really hate.
Yeah, and also make sure that you don't make a review and then halfway through switch it to a completely different fucking game.
That would, it'd be really interesting if in the middle of your Dante and Trish video you just started talking about Dante and Lady. I'd be like, huh, that was an interesting route to take, I say.
Part of
Yeah,
it's
best
funny that
not to do that when making a review on a game. Just to switch the fucking game.
it's funny that you say that because I was so tempted to, just as a reference, just for me and everybody that I know, um just make just at some point fucking heel turn over to talking about Dante and Lady at some point in the video. But I decided not to because I was like, yeah, let's not get too fucking fancy, Picasso, okay? Um
You know what's
so
funny
yeah.
is when we were at, did you join Mayo server, Luce? Did you hop in there?
I did. Literally the only thing I've done is just post Roar of the Spark in the music channel. That's
Nice.
all I've done. Already that just by the addition of that alone, the server is passable.
I don't know if you like peeped the convo, but when I was like conversing with people, just mostly about random stuff, I was just kind of commenting on games people were mentioning, and like for the most part, even when people disagree with me, they were pretty chill about it. They were like, "Oh, really? Like, oh, that's, blah blah blah." It's like, "Oh, interesting, blah blah blah," and they even corrected me on a couple things, and I corrected them on a couple things. It's just a fine little conversation. But like every fucking thing Mayo said to me, and he didn't even know. As far as I can tell, he doesn't know it's me. Otherwise, he would have banned me. Like, because we know him to do that. So like everything he
Yep.
said to, and also changed my username and all that. Like everything he said to me was so passive aggressive. I'm like, dude, like you just talk to people this way? Like, really? How the fuck do people like you?
Yeah, I wonder that myself, and I also wonder how it is that he consistently has fairly positive ratings and
Yeah,
views on all of his videos. Like even in the comments, most of them are fairly positive, or at
Yeah.
least if they are dissenting, they're people passively saying like, "I disagree, but I still think this is a good video." Like not even actually challenging his viewpoint in any way, shape, or form. Which, to
yeah.
be fair, you don't necessarily need to challenge every viewpoint. As long as the viewpoint is good and well explained and the video is good, then you don't
I
necessarily need
mean,
to challenge it all
to
the
be
time.
fair, it kind of reminds me of that shitty Spider-Man 2 video that we were talking about before in the comments
Spider-Man
on
2 is
there.
pretty based. I had the chance to watch it the other day. Pretty good.
For the
You should
first
watch it.
time in like how many years?
At least 12.
God, I can't even. Actually, yeah, I can't imagine because it was a long time
Which is funny
between
too,
when
because
I saw them.
it was the same thing with the Lord of the Rings as well. Because back in 2021, I hadn't seen them for like since I was like 5, and I'm 23 now.
I saw them for the first time in 2020, and holy fuck, those movies slap.
Pretty good. They're pretty
Like,
fucking great, aren't they?
look, I'm more than happy to be the guy who's like, well, not as good as you remember, whatever the fuck, but no, like,
Lord is as good as you remember it
I
to
went
be.
into Lord of the Rings with them being the most hyped up movies in fucking existence, and when I came out, I was like, damn, they like actually deserve every single bit of that hype. Holy fuck, those movies are good.
Yeah, they're so good, and they've come to ruin it with the Rings of Power show, which is currently out.
I
I haven't
mean,
watched it. I don't want to.
to be fair, the Hobbit movies also exist, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true, but at least the Hobbit movies was like it, you know. Now there's more.
There was a planned end. Right now, apparently, if I remember correctly, they have 5 seasons planned for Rings of Power.
Holy fuck.
God, what
No.
I want to, I want to say that, yeah, I want to say it's 5.
this like I just my thing with doing stuff like that is like the story's over.
Yeah,
I don't personally think that we gain much from doing a prequel when everything that we need to know for the story to be a satisfying end is already done. Like we've got it. We've
Yeah.
got a beginning, middle, and end. There, you don't need to go to an even further beginning. Like it's one thing to do a prequel for a series that hasn't necessarily concluded or had a definitive end yet, such as you know Devil May Cry 3, which was for a series that hadn't had an official conclusion yet.
I was just about to
Um,
make that comparison, which I guess confirms that we are in fact the S.E.E.S guys, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was still more that we didn't know and stuff like that, and the story itself didn't definitively say that this was the end. But with Lord of the Rings, like it ended, at least the movies ended where they ended. That was it. Story's over. We don't
look,
really need any more. But I
I
guess
say
we're
this
in
as
that.
someone who is genuinely like fucking fascinated with J.R.R. Tolkien's lore. Like, does anyone really fucking care to see this show? Like, oh, when the rings were a thing and before Sauron went kablitz on the fucking world, like, oh my god, like I don't look unless I'm just gonna be real. Unless J.R.R. Tolkien's writing it, which he's not because he's dead, I don't care.
Says you.
Oh,
Something that also kind of fucked
like
up.
like
Some
real quick, like Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War, like those are kind of cool, just as their own little things. But like, if you're gonna try and give me a serious expansion on the lore of Middle Earth and all that stuff, I'm hard pressed to care. And then when you tell me a shitty company like Amazon's behind it, when so many other god awful TV shows exist, that's a hard sell.
Another thing that kind of fucks me up is that like they tried to release the first episode on Tolkien's birthday, which
Yeah,
I know that they tried to pass off as some kind of like celebration of his work, but considering what the Rings of Power looks like, it just feels like they're fucking celebrating his death.
didn't it? Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't it actually end up coming out like on his death day or something?
I don't remember.
I might be
I
mistaken.
thought I read that it was his birthday, but it could have been his death day. But I'm pretty sure it was his birthday. That'd be like making the Rings of Power would be like having Black Widow sacrifice herself in Endgame, only to then make a
Oh,
prequel about Black Widow after Endgame has already concluded. Oh wait,
Oh
they
wait.
did
you,
that.
you know what? Actually, you know what would another really good example is? It'd be like, oh, I don't know. Let's say you're working on this TV show, right, for these really popular books, but the author hasn't finished the last book, so you're kind of fucked on material, and your last season especially is like the biggest catastrophe in the history of television, and then you decide to make a prequel show. Let's call it the Castle of a Fire Breathing Lizard. Um, yeah, we'll call it that. It was fucking stupid.
Yeah, the fucked up part is that HBO had told D&D, like, we'll give you 2 more seasons to conclude this show, but they were like, no, we're going to end it in 1 season because they wanted to go work on Star Wars, and then they didn't even get the chance to work on Star Wars, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, Luce, did you watch She-Hulk?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh,
No.
it is something.
I've seen the scene where She-Hulk twerks and then tells a woman that she
Yeah.
would kill for her, which what
Yeah.
what a wonderful hero that we can all aspire to be better with.
Dude, wasn't it so epic seeing Megan Thee Stallion fucking twerking though? Wasn't it so epic? Because it was like a pop culture.
I'm
I mean,
happy I did not look at that.
seeing She-Hulk twerking was nice. She looks nice with her horrid CGI monster body, but
I'll tell you what, I'm fucking terrified to even find out what happened with Matt Murdock and Daredevil in that show. I love Daredevil. That show is amazing. I'm gonna have Luce watch it at some point. That show. Mm, I have sexual feelings for that show, my friends. Like it's beautiful.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I want to watch She-Hulk, but because like the only reason I want to watch She-Hulk is to laugh at it because apart from Spider-Man, I just have no investment in the MCU anymore, and Doctor Strange
Yeah.
kind of solidified that when they had Wanda turning Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, into spaghetti.
Yeah.
I don't even like the Fantastic Four. I just think that entire sequence with the Down syndrome Avengers was just like what a way to shit on your audience and just disrespect these characters that they love, even if like it's just like like these are beloved characters. Could you treat them with a modicum of respect?
Well, they have penises, so no.
Oh, fucking Christ. And then fucking Captain Marvel dies by getting a fucking statue plopped on
It
her.
really is weird to me how like both Captain Marvel and Captain Carter are like watching Mr. Fantastic just be like fucking
Yeah.
like put into an invisible blender. They're like, "Oh,
And
that's gotta suck."
yeah, yeah, and to quote Mahler, like Captain Marvel just looks at Captain Carter like fucking Wanda just suggested watching WandaVision.
Like,
Like
whoa, this
neither
this bitch gotta be stopped.
of them seems terribly concerned that Black Bolt just blew his fucking brains out and Mr. Fantastic was turned into spaghetti before his head exploded. Neither of them seem concerned in this. Well, I mean, fucking Captain Karen seems mildly concerned, but Captain Marvel, of course, has to be a fucking stuck up, snotty bitch in every single universe she's in.
It really is fascinating to me how Captain Carter was killed by her
Oh,
inability to
yeah.
catch the shield, the one thing,
Which,
literally the one thing you could qualify as a superpower for Captain America.
yep, which he has been shown to be able to do while his shield has been
Fucking Ultron threw
tossed
his
at him in
shield at
full
him, and he was
force.
like, "Oh gosh."
Yeah, it's fucking Christ. And of course, the reason this was achieved was because she was looking away after she threw her shield, even though she would have no reason to look away from the
She
murder witch.
she was too busy dabbing on those haters.
Oh yeah, and then she gets cut in half, which I mean, there's no way that shield would have done that given its curvature and what it's shaped like, but I mean, fuck it, I guess.
I mean, I could see it cutting some. I could see it doing that if thrown really hard, but
You'd have to throw it pretty hard.
I mean,
Because with the way that it was,
the thing is, Scarlet Witch doesn't even have in the movies. That is, comics different, but in the movie, she doesn't have super strength and endurance and all that stuff. But she's able to like tank blasts and
well, okay, so to their credit, when she throws the shield, she throws it with her magic,
yeah, she does. That's
but
right.
it's still absolutely fucking stupid the way that Captain Karen dies.
It's a little weird.
Fuck Karen with a frisbee.
Agent Carter's so cool too. Like, what the fuck, man?
I haven't seen that show. I haven't seen any of the Marvel TV shows. To
I
be
don't care
honest
for
with you.
I don't care for the Carter show, but I like her character. Like, she's alright. From what I
Yeah,
saw,
and the way
I
that
haven't watched the whole show. For all I know, it's fuck a piece of shit. But
and the way that they try to have her recycle Cap's iconic line when it means absolutely nothing coming out of her fucking mouth.
I can do this all day. Oh, it's Captain America, so I can do this all day. Isn't it so epic?
Yeah. Yeah, even though the reason that the character said this is in a completely different context, unique entirely to him and his situation, which Captain Karen wouldn't know because she's not Steve Rogers.
Boy, have we just bounced from one subject to another in the past like 15 minutes, haven't we?
That's how conversations
Yeah.
tend to go. That's how interesting conversations tend to go.
That's true.
That's
They
true.
have a lot of twists and turns.
You know,
I'm just here listening.
it's just fun to shit on Rings of Power, Under the Mayo, and Phase 4 Marvel. What can I say?
Marvel. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck about Marvel. After fucking Endgame, I stopped caring really.
Yeah, same
Except for
here.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Except for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man will always
Yep.
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I'll just be like,
Honestly,
all right, cool.
He's the best superhero.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, more on that. I think the main reason as to why it is that the Spider-Man movies have actually been good is because of the fact that Disney knows that this is their most popular superhero. So they just let the people working on it do whatever they need to make it.
Well, John
and not
Watts
fuck with them.
clearly had like a solid plan from the beginning of making the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and like he wrote it out through, he had to deal with Marvel's fucking abomination of world building, but aside from that, he did all right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's got some of the least Disney meddling overall, which is probably because of the fact that they know that if they fuck this up, they're fucked.
For sure.
Because their biggest cash cow of the cash cows would be hated.
Yep.
Don't want that.
Yep.
God damn, that thing does a lot of damage.
I mean, I don't
Oh,
want that. Spider-Man is kind of special.
Spider-Man is kind of special.
he's the quintessential superhero.
It really is.
He's the superhero that has problems.
I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest.
Oh
I
man,
mean, there's a reason why he was Stan Lee's baby.
Yeah.
dude, Aunt May in Spider-Man 2 is high key the best character in any Spider-Man film. So fucking awesome.
You're not exactly wrong. Oh yeah, you guys remember the time that they made NFTs out of Stan Lee?
Oh god.
No, fuck that. No, that is
they're-
disgusting.
Luce. So I gotta ask now that you've had your little rewatch and all that. What are your favorite scenes from Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2?
Oh god, that's a good question.
The Evil Dead scene.
Doc Ock in the hospital. That was awesome.
Yeah.
For Spider-Man 2, that's easily a tie between the scene where Peter tells Aunt May that it was his fault that Ben died, and then the juxtaposed scene where Aunt May delivers that banger of a line. I believe there's a hero in all of us.
Good stuff.
It's a tie between those two scenes.
Did I tell you that the train fight is the first scene they finished filming for that movie?
Yes, you did, which is impressive.
It's really impressive.
Really?
It's a great
Hey.
scene too.
Oh, don't get me started. Scene's fucking amazing.
Gonna need a S.E.E.S video about that one.
Oh,
Just a
yeah,
whole S.E.E.S
baby.
video about train fight. It's like 7.5 hours long.
Going over every small detail, yeah.
Dude,
it's a well-made fight.
Dude, holy fuck! When like Spider-Man jumped and he was like, "Ah," and I was like, oh, So awesome.
Eddie shot the web, and it was like, oh.
He shot the web, and I shot my web. It was just a good time for everybody, except for the people who got it in the face, like Doc Ock.
And then for Spider-Man 1, that's a bit of a toughie because the movie overall is pretty fucking solid.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for anyone watching this if they're like, this Persona 3 gameplay is so boring. It's because I'm barely focused on the gameplay, and I'm also very tired.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, me too. I'm not
Fuck.
playing any games.
I don't know, my favorite scene in Spider-Man 1's probably either the introduction to J. Jonah Jameson. Fucking amazing. I love it so much. And the rooftop talk with Gabby.
I honestly think it's the scene where the Thanksgiving scene, personally.
Yeah, it's a really good scene. Is
The
that
way
actually Thanksgiving?
I would assume so.
I mean, I guess we can assume. I don't know if there's
Because like they
actual
say
mention of
prayer
it.
over it and everything like that, which is a pretty common thing to do at Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But just the way that the tension steadily builds in the scene as it goes on until the moment where Norman finally realizes that Peter is actually Spider-Man. It's just it's so fucking good.
It is some good shit.
I've come to appreciate slower scenes nowadays, especially considering how modern Marvel just absolutely refuses to slow down a lot of the times with their productions.
I was talking to, I think I was talking to either you or my girlfriend the other day about how my favorite scene in Jurassic Park was my least favorite scene when I was a kid. It's when they're at lunch and they're talking about the ethics of recreating life in the modern age. I'm like, holy fuck, this is amazing. That's why I
Yeah, she
use
said
it.
to
Not told me
notice
about
that.
that.
That's why I use clips of it in like every fucking video I make.
Yeah. I've come to appreciate the slower scenes in my life.
How can we stand
Same,
in the
honestly.
light of discovery and not act? Well, what's so great about discovery? It's a violent, penetrative act that scars what it explores, which you call discovery. I call the rape of a natural world.
Damn, this man out here just reciting the shit.
Oh, dude, I can. If there's two movies I can quote, it's, well, three: Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and Jurassic Park.
Good shit, good shit.
What about you, Mantis? What have you been up to?
Not much, just working, slacking off on practicing songs for my band, but whatever.
Eh.
We practice it anyways. We rehearse it. God, what else have I been up to? Not a whole lot, really. Just that, really.
That's fair.
A lot of work. Oh, I've been playing a shitload of Forza lately, so that's fun.
Ooh, racing game boy.
Yeah. It's really fun because
Wowzers.
it's not like other racing games. You have to actually get good with the car you have.
I have a cousin who's like a huge fucking redneck and he loves those Forza games. He's awesome.
I guess I'm just gonna guess he has a fucking all-wheel drive Ford Raptor or some shit.
Oh man, this dude's truck is fucking, it looks like some trick my truck, pimp my ride kind of shit. It's wild. Y'all ever watch Trick My Truck or Pimp My Ride?
Nope.
Wow. Did you just
No,
like
but
not
I'd probably
have,
have an aneurysm
did you just like
just watching it.
did you like skip your preteen years, bro? Like what the fuck?
Believe me, I did not skip my preteen years. Fucking Christ.
Pimp My Ride was the shit. That and Cribs. Cribs was
In my
all that.
in my preteen years, I was too busy playing Little Big Planet.
Hey, that's some good.
Some good rat.
That's some
one
very
might
good
say.
rat.
As a friend of mine might proclaim.
Indeed. You ever gonna get Sackboy's Big Adventure?
Possibly. Isn't it PS5 only?
No, it's PS4 and PS5, and it's got crossplay.
Ah, based. Oh god, fucking damn it! Why don't I have that yet?
Yeah, we could play it. It'd be cool.
We could.
I mean, is it $70?
No, I I think it's just 60, but it's probably down to like at least. I would think it's at the most like 40 right now because it came out and it was a launch title for PS5, so it's been out for like 2 years at least.
Also, this is so left field. It's out of the stadium, but Stray is really good. Play it.
I need to.
I've heard nothing but good things about that game.
My next
Good.
my next paycheck, I'm getting me some Bayonetta 3, Callisto Protocol, and Pokemans. I'm really excited for Callisto Protocol and Bayonetta 3. Those games, man,
Oh, Callisto Protocol, dude! Oh, I can't wait for that shit, dude.
oh, like so 2020 and on has just been so shit for gaming. I am so excited to like get a not only a good action game but a good horror game. Like, oh man,
Yeah.
When is that coming out? The Callisto Protocol?
I think it's early December. It's like December 10th, I think, something like that.
Really?
Dragon's Dogma 2. When though?
True.
I think Bayonetta 3 is maybe early November. I don't know. I'd have to recheck, but
I can't. One game I can't wait for is a game called Arc Raiders. If you guys ever heard of that,
I have not.
it is a game made by the original Dice developers, and
Interesting.
it
Ooh.
looks fucking cool as shit. It's gonna be free to play, which that's iffy. I'm kind of like, I don't know, iffy on that but it looks really cool. It's like a third person shooter. It says looter shooter, but I don't know. But like you fight big bosses
Okay.
with guns and shit, and you like jump around. It looks really fucking cool. It's got a cool 80s aesthetic too.
Hmm.
See, what everybody doesn't know is that you should actually be playing the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with a new extended free trial up to level 60 in the first award-winning expansion, Heavensward. With no time limit, by the way.
Just
Uh,
gonna take your word for that.
what you really meant to say was, oh my god, it's the fucking Reaper.
You know, I don't think that's what I meant to say in the slightest, El. I'm just going to be real honest with
Bro, I beat an enemy. I beat an enemy, and I turn around, the Reaper's right fucking there. I nearly shit myself. Oh my
He
god.
tends to do that a lot.
Dude, no, in hard mode, he just comes out of fucking nowhere. It's like Persona 3 is a survival horror game on hard mode. It don't fuck. It don't fuck.
Yeah. It fucks, just not around.
It fucks, just not with your consent. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what you meant to say was the remake of the beloved classic Saints Row.
Oh god.
That thing that people love, right?
Oh, no. I've never even played the original Saints Row. I've only played 3 and 4, but Jesus Christ, I feel so bad for them.
Oof. Yeah, no, it looks pretty shit. I've heard nothing good about it whatsoever. So, although I think Jim Sterling defended it, which yeah, go figure.
Jim Sterling.
Wait,
You know,
what?
you know who Jim Sterling is?
No, wait. What did you say before that?
Jim Sterling, I'm pretty sure defended Saints Row
L?
remake. Hello?
There?
Yes?
L? Yeah, I can't hear your mic.
I
I'm
can hear his mic.
yeah.
Oh shit! Hold up, hold up. My fucking, my fucking headset shot the bed. You're gonna have to repeat that. I didn't hear any of that.
Can you hear me now? You good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Jim Sterling, I'm pretty sure defended Saints Row remake.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would defend that pile of crap. That pile, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I forgot though.
Well, gentlemen, I think it's about time that I take my leave for now.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some sleep myself.
before you go, I have to tell you something. It's
Oh, well.
some would consider it forbidden knowledge,
Mm.
as the very mention of it can bring the entire world against you. Despite the
Is it
truth
that
of
Shuckle is better than every Digimon?
Shuckle is better than every Digimon, but it's not that. As a matter of fact, Hold on, let me just get this sick all-out attack real quick. I'm sure
Are
it'll
you still
happen.
recording?
Yeah, I am. So
Okay, I just gotta say, EA, make Kingdoms of Amalur 2. Get on that, please. Thank you.
oh yeah, for
No, fuck you.
sure. Gasp.
They won't.
Yeah, they'll
Cowards.
never.
Oh,
They'll never
actually,
fucking make it.
before I speak the forbidden truth, Luce, you were right about punch weapon critical in Persona 3 for Protect.
It's so good.
That's some good shit.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
So, anyways, the forbidden knowledge. You've been
Yeah,
waiting.
I've been waiting for it.
You've been waiting long enough. As it turns out, Elden Ring's kind of mid.